Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me on my channel again today. I'm going to be doing another spiritual reading today, and this one is about a personal situation which requires growth and evolution on my part in one of my personal relationships that I've had for some years. It's a karmic relationship, which means it's somebody that I've known for many lifetimes, because this is my cultural belief. And it's also somebody that I have a lot of work to do with, in terms of not work that we have to do some business together, but no, it's energy work, it's emotional work, it's healing work. So I've come at a new crossroad with this person, and I wanted to know how this person and I, what would be the evolution. There's already one card that has jumped out. So what's the evolution of this connection? It's a connection more than a relationship, because it's a connection. So what is the evolution of this connection over this past next months? Over the next few months. And I'm using the Sacred Indian Tarot, which you will see, which is a beautiful card, a beautiful deck of cards. It's got very beautiful art, and it's also only 22 cards for the major arcana, which are the major cards in tarot. If some of you know tarot, you already know the difference between the majors and the minors. So these are the main cards. Usually a deck will have 78 cards if you're using decks that follow the traditional Rider-Waite format. So there are 22 normal cards, and then there are 56 pips, as we call them. So this one has only 22. So I am asking for guidance and from only beings of light for the situation involving me and this other person. Already one card jumped out, and I always take jumpers because they're very meaningful. And I will take always from my left hand, because tarot readers say this is the hand which is connected to your heart. So we always use our left hands. A lot of us do when we're pulling cards. So the Chariot is in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hermit. Sorry, it's not the Chariot, it's the Emperor. Oh, that's very interesting. So the Emperor is this card, which I'm showing you, and it's come out in reverse, which means it's come out like this. And in the Indian tradition, it's called Purush, which is the masculine. So this means that the Emperor has fallen off his... it's very interesting, because this person does come up as the Emperor all the time. A very guarded person, an authoritarian person, and somebody who always believes he's right, who believes in structure, in order, will not do anything that disturbs order, he's a military. He's in the traditional deck, he's military. He's got an armor. So that's usually somebody who's very, very guarded, and who believes only in his decisions, and who's very fixed and ordered. So that is all upside down now. Normally it would be like this. So now he loses that stability. He loses that strictness and rigidity, which has been there in our connection. And that's great news for me, because that was a huge problem between that person and me. The next card is the Wheel of Fortune, which is a great card to have. The Wheel of Fortune, which means basically life. It just goes up and down, and we have been through a long patch of things being down. Let's hope things will look up. So that's a really nice card for me to get regarding the situation, that there will be a change. This is about change, this is about luck, this is about destiny. It's the wheel of life, okay? So after you've been on a bad road with somebody for some time, and you would like things to evolve, to progress, it's a good sign. The next one is the Hermit, which means that there will be learning, meditation, thinking on this situation from both ends. I am already doing it. I've been doing it for some time. Rishi is an enlightened person, somebody who sees things very clearly. So this is definitely a good card for reaching enlightenment, for reaching understanding, for reaching a level of honesty. But you have to study and you have to think and you have to get the breakthrough. So there will be, but that also is the card where there's no action. It's just inner learning, inner peace, inner progress. So whatever evolution is happening here is it's within us. It's very personal, it's within us. So this is definitely a good card if you're wanting something to happen within, which for me is great because either way it shows that there is progress. I'm just going to make a sum of these cards. Just going to move the other ones. The sum of these cards are 4, 10, and 9. 4 and 10 are 14, 14 and 9 are 23. Then you add 2 and 3 and you get 5. 5 is the Hierophant, which in this deck is Atman, the soul. So this is a progress on the soul's journey. The soul is learning. You are reaching what it had set out for itself. You are progressing on the spiritual learning that you came to do here as a human being. So this is a very good card, which is the sum of all of these cards together. And as for the energies, the Emperor is fire, the Wheel is fire, and the Hermit is earth. So right now there's a lot of fire and earth. So the elements are not balanced throughout. It shows that there needs to be some level of destruction, which the Emperor and the Wheel are taking care of. But then it's really good that it's the Hermit, because it means that this change that will be brought about is going to hit the ground. Hitting the ground means it materializes, it comes to earth. And the Hierophant also being in this as a sum of cards, what we call the quintessential energy. The quintessential energy being the Hierophant here does confirm the earth aspect, that this will materialize, there will be results. This is why the Hierophant is also an earth card, is Taurus, but Taurus takes time. As Hermit, all earth cards are very, very long processes. These are very quick processes, the change that's happening, and then the result of it is going to take a lot longer. So for me this is good news, and I will take any of your questions if you have them. Please don't be afraid to write a question down in the comments. Subscribe to the channel first. You will only get a question read for you if you are a subscriber to my channel. So hit the subscribe button and I will give you 2 free cards in any reading of your choice, that isn't legal or medical, and I will post them here. Thank you so much for listening.